Drip Jeff, belated happy birthday.
Appreciate it.
So, you were probably born in the 90s, right?
Yeah, her birthday.
1995
Ooh.
is the day I arrived.
I think all four of us were born in the 90s. We're all 90s babies?
90s
Not
babies.
96. What? If
I
do recall, 1996 is in the 90s.
Exactly.
They lied to you. They lied on your birth certificate.
Well, we all have that in common. Being born in the same decade. I think we also have this in common. We can all agree that 2020 has been a terrible year. Except for the fact that Pod Ties was founded this year. That's the only
2020
positive.
we arrived. Pod Ties.
But Jeff, you ever wonder what it was like in the 90s when you were born? If there was only a way we could go back to a simpler time, the whole decade of the 90s.
That would be nice.
Jeff, with that background behind you, I think you may have some superpower to take us back to the 90s. So maybe if you snap your fingers, we may just time travel. What do you think?
Hey, I think it doesn't hurt that you give it a shot.
I'm with it.
Yep. Let's go, baby.
Y'all ready?
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Hey, let's do a countdown. Let's count down from 3. 3, 2, 1.
Oh.
Man.
Whoa, that's...
I think we went back to the 90s.
Stomach hurts a little bit.
I feel
I didn't think this was possible.
fresh. I feel like a fresh prince.
So you ain't fresh as I'm is.
Ooh. I'm playing. There's none of y'all as fresh as Steve or Cal.
Did you do that, bro?
I'll do what?
I get it. Did I do that?
Oh.
What's up, Podsters? 90s edition of Pod Ties. Episode 25.
Yes, sir. 25.
First, I want to give a huge fresh shout out
Ooh,
to our returning viewers and listeners. Thank you for keeping them ties strong. If this is your first time, thank you for joining the ties. You all are so deaf. Now, it's time to introduce ourselves. I'm 1/4 the Pod Ties, Dylan, chugga. And these are my brothers / co-host, Jeff, Drip Jeff in the building.
Let's get it.
AKA Nino Brown.
Hey.
We also have Albert, the original.
Hold on. New nickname alert.
Uh-oh.
Throwback Al.
Oh, throwback out.
Okay.
Hold on, guys. Y'all smell that?
You smell what I'm cooking?
AKA
Still
Fanny
smell that
Pack
cornbread.
Rock. What'd you say, Nino?
So I still smell that cornbread.
This man.
Last but not least, D1, the only, Kyron,
Did I do that?
aka Steve Urkel.
Yes, sir.
Well, this is going to be an interesting episode, obviously, because we're going to discuss 90s topics, but also current events. So let's start with current events first.
Let's go. I'm excited, baby.
Let's go.
You think you can whoop him, bro?
Hell no, I ain't a boxer.
Hey, you got him height and weight, though. You guys should be the undercard in the Mayweather versus Logan Paul fight.
Oh my gosh.
Bro, that fight's gonna be lit.
No, it's not.
It is.
Podsters, we had a huge boxing matchup. No, not Mike Tyson versus Roy Jones Jr., even though that should have gone down this past weekend so we could talk about it, because what's more 90s than that? But we had two great pound-for-pound fighters face off at AT&T Stadium Saturday night.
Best stadium in the world.
Yes, the mecca of sporting events, well, all events, really. We had undefeated hometown hero Errol Spence Jr.,
Yes, sir.
The Truth versus Danny
Representing the 4.
Garcia Swift. Danny Swift
Okay.
Garcia. So it ended in a unanimous decision. It went all 12 rounds. Errol Spence Jr. remained undefeated and remained welterweight champion, unified welterweight champion. So my question to you three, do you agree with the decision that the judges came up with, a unanimous decision?
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah, indeed.
Definitely.
I say it. I agree with it for the simple fact that I watched all 12 rounds, and this man Spence was putting in the work on Garcia. Like Garcia basically didn't have a chance. He got outworked by Spence.
True that.
I mean, Garcia's whole thing is, try to get you with them counter punches and stuff. But nah, bro, Spence was just coming in 100 miles per hour. Boom, 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 boom.
It wasn't anything to counter.
Exactly. Like Garcia will try to hit him with 2 moves, but then Spence hit him with 3 moves. So it's like, what you gonna do? So there's not one point in that fight where I thought Garcia was gonna win.
True that. He got outboxed. Spence kept the pressure on him from jump. Garcia tried to pick those counter punches. There wasn't anything to counter. So he got took out of his element or what he usually does. So yeah, got beat in the punch battle, everything.
Yeah, I agree. I don't think who honestly thought Earl Spence Jr. was going to lose this match going into the fight. I didn't.
I didn't think he would lose, but I knew that he didn't think this would be easy.
It's easy. Yeah.
This being his first opponent since the accident.
Right.
Yeah, that's true. Well, for it to be a unanimous fight, I think that was really good for him. He came out on a mission, I would think. Like Jeff and Kyron said, he outboxed his opponent, Garcia. And I think it was honestly better than the Tyson fight. I mean, obviously because they're younger and,
Yeah.
they're
Can't
actually
compare the
active
two.
boxers.
Yeah.
But, like, the Tyson fight, everybody's looking forward to it. But I think this was really great. And especially during the times we're in during COVID, I think this was a refreshing event for boxing.
Basically like his I'm back moment right there.
Yeah.
For
Right
sure.
here in the 214.
Be like Mace.
So
Welcome back.
So I'm not with you on the fact that this was his fight clearly. Yes, did he control the majority of the fight by throwing and landing more punches? Yes, but when you look at the actual total punches, like the numbers, he landed 187, Garcia 117. He threw 707, and Garcia threw 700. Now, Spence's percentage was better with 26% compared to 17% by Garcia. And it's just the fact that the commentators during the whole fight were saying that there was this huge gap between what Spence was throwing and landing compared to Garcia. When you look at those numbers, and that's not the case. Even the total power punches, it was pretty close. Spence does have the edge in both categories, but I don't think that Spence Jr. just demolished him.
I think they were saying like that this was like the best fight that someone has given Spence. I think they were saying like he controls the fight for most of it, and then at the end he just takes off. I think they were giving Garcia his credit for kind of like sticking in around his punch totals.
Yeah, I heard that too. Like with Spence, he's known for being consistent the whole fight, and then he only improves as the match, as the rounds go. That's when he really starts to become even more relentless towards his opponent. But to me, I thought that what the commentators were saying was not accurate. Like, even though, yes, a fighter is coming towards their opponent the whole time and they're more aggressive, does not mean that they're clear favorite to win or that they're heavily ahead their opponent in the scorecard. What do you think about that, Jeff?
How'd you know I had something to say?
Because your head was tilted like this.
That boy leaned all the way back to the wall.
I have to. So when you look at the stats, yeah, it seems like it was a much closer fight. But the fact that Spence was more aggressive and it just passed the eye test. It seemed like he was the better boxer.
But I thought that
but
Danny
you can't
Garcia.
do an eye test with if they look aggressive or not.
Hey, man.
I think Garcia wanted to
fight.
I think Garcia wanted to be more aggressive. It was moments where he would just stand there and not tag him
because he was in defense mode because Spence was just keep coming after him. So he controlled the fight, which led him to win the match.
That's not Garcia's style, though. Yeah, I'll go after you, Kyron. My bad.
Oh, are you good? It's what you said is true. That's not his style, but like the judge said, with the last minute or so, when Garcia was being aggressive, they're like he should have been doing that the whole time.
He should have been, and he had opportunities to, but he just wasn't. So,
but you can't go into a fight against one of the best pound for pound fighters, one of the best of this era, and try to switch up your fighting style and think that you'll be successful, because then that's when it becomes dangerous, and you'll be on the mat just like Nate Robinson. So you can't play his game.
Coming in.
That's just like the Pacquiao and Mayweather fight. People were expecting something bigger than what it was, but Mayweather came in with the exact same fighting style that he's always fought, which is being on the defense, throwing punches here and there. So, I mean, you're not going to expect, Mayweather to knock anybody out. You're just going to continue to, play his own game.
Mayweather's a technician, though.
And Mayweather, he perfected that art, because Danny Garcia is the same way. His dad said that, which is Garcia's trainer too. He said that that's just his style. He likes to counterattack. So any type of punch that you throw, he's ready to counter, and he's more of a defensive type boxer. And that's what Mayweather is. But the difference between the two is that Garcia did get hit more than what Mayweather used to get hit when he would be on the ropes or dance around the ring. And then what also hurt Garcia was the judges. I'm sure it's hard to see with your own eyes. And as Jeff said, Errol Spence, he won the eye test just because Garcia, his face was a lot more battered than Spence Jr.'s was. But I thought that Garcia's defense was solid for the most part. He did have good counterattacks. And even Sean Porter, who went up against Errol Spence Jr., said that in the first 10 rounds, he had Danny Garcia winning 4 of those. And in my unofficial scorecard, I had Errol Spence winning 6 and Danny Garcia winning 6. So I would have, of course, I think Errol Spence won. I also think politics plays a part in this because this is his hometown, so there's no way he'll lose it unless he
It has to be
was
clear cut.
dominated, by Danny Garcia. So there's no way he would have lost this, especially with the fact that with him being so aggressive. But I thought that maybe it could have been a split decision rather than unanimous decision. We could possibly get this matchup. Do you think that boxing, the sport of boxing, desperately needs these two to go up against each other?
I'm laughing because you got giants collide and they're like so tiny.
Bro, I was just looking at that.
Oh,
Yeah, they're tiny, but they're giants in the ring. I mean, the welterweight division
knocked me out.
Yeah. What weight class would you rather watch? Welterweight or heavyweight right now?
Welter.
Yeah, it's been a welterweight for a while. Pacquiao, Mayweather. But yeah, do you guys think that this is the fight that can save boxing?
I don't know about save. Oh, go ahead, Joe.
I just had a slight comment. I mean, like Albert was saying, I mean, it may not save it, but I mean, it is a start, especially like right now with Nate Robinson getting knocked out and all these exhibition games coming in. Like a lot of people are saying, like, or actually at least with Mayweather and fighting Logan Paul, everyone's saying like this is like the state of the boxing community right now, which I don't think that's the case. I mean, there's still like a lot of good fighters out there. They may not be, big name, but I mean, I still think the sport is, good. And I feel like with this fight, it'll, hopefully gear it towards the right direction.
It's definitely the most I've ever watched boxing, to be honest.
I think it wouldn't save it, but like Joe said, it'll be a start because with the, MMA, like UFC for the last like 15 plus years, they've been taking a hold. That's what's been like the prime time on Saturdays, unless there's the big names like Mayweather, Pacquiao, Earl Spence Jr. That's the only time a lot of boxing fans will actually watch. But like the last pretty much 30 years, it's transformed from like the heavyweight division to like the welterweights, but you can see welterweight in the UFC. So it's like, do you really want to spend that much money watching these guys box? And then sometimes like you got the Mayweathers, when casual boxing fans don't know Mayweather, they're watching it and they see like, oh man, he's not throwing hits like they used to, or they're not knocking anybody out. But that's his actual boxing style. He's winning because he knows how to strategize. So a lot of people are looking for those knockouts and the tap outs or whatever the case may be. So hopefully this is, this will happen. This will be like something that can hopefully, put boxing back on the map because, honestly, boxing isn't really, if it's top 5, it's number 5 in the sports that we watch consistently because you got NBA, you got NFL, MLB. Yeah, it's just not up there. Even UFC is up there, and then you got boxing down there pretty much with WWE because WWE, honestly, because when you start seeing the WWE bring in their old wrestlers, like it's a problem. So when you see boxing, Mike Tyson,
or bringing in UFC fighters.
Exactly. When you see Mike Tyson come back, do an exhibition match, and Logan Paul versus Nate Robinson, you're like, bro, like what's really going on?
Jake Paul. And actually, those are pretty entertaining. I'm not going to lie. I rewatched the KSI fight and Logan Paul. That's entertaining. These amateurs are entertaining.
They are, but
we're going to touch on that Mayweather-Logan Paul fight another time. But at the moment I saw it, I was like, I'm not feeling this. This is terrible for the sport.
Yeah.
But I heard Logan Paul talk about how he wants to smoke with Mayweather and how he's much younger and the only safe space for Mayweather is the boxing ring. And even then, he doesn't know how safe it is. The fact that this man is just like mouthing and this is going to be like one of the best promotional fights, like just the promo for it, the leading up to it, those two in the same room going back and forth will almost be as good as McGregor and Mayweather. Now, it won't be because no one can out-talk McGregor. But those two, I think it'll get a lot of people anticipating the fight just based on their bickering back and forth. Music time. I think
Let's go.
90s hip hop lovers, y'all can stay tuned to this. You don't have to change the channel. Not that we want you to anyway. But Lil Baby has that 90s type vibes where he's talking about real world situations, real life, talking about his past life and things that happened. So he's a respectable artist, lyrical artist as well, just with more modern sound, trap sound. But he dropped 2 new singles for his birthday. We thought maybe a project was coming based on that December 3rd tweet that he put out. But we got a 2-pack based on those 2 songs, and I know that you heard it. Are you excited for his next project?
Yes, indeed. Both songs are fire, bro. Straight heat.
Which one you like more, On Me or Everybody?
Ooh.
Interesting. Choose wisely, Kyron.
Please choose wisely.
Why?
Because
one
Albert
song
likes
is clearly better.
Albert likes Everybody because he's so 90s.
No.
I like On
You
Me,
like
bro.
On Me better?
Yeah, I like On Me better.
Oh, okay.
I like On Me too.
Don't judge a book by its cover. On Me
like
is my
On Me.
favorite too. Why do y'all like On Me? Is it because the beat is different? Because this is not a Lil Baby beat to me.
I got these bars real quick.
Ooh.
You're like, I can't play with my creation, give the world to my little boy. I've been saving more than I've been spending. That's why I be on. I'm a human. I'm not perfect. I know sometimes I'll be wrong.
Ooh.
Fire.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. Cadence and everything,
spin,
bro. You bodied that.
Yeah, he was spin fire. And then he said,
you spin true like facts in both songs.
Mm-hmm.
yeah. And then I like this one line that he said. He what was it? Oh, he said you can like come join my team or something like that. Are you gonna eat or you gonna starve? Mac.
QC going crazy.
Yeah. And then I also like the beginning where he says, y'all know what I'm talking about.
No, please share with our viewership and listenership.
Nah, we got kids too.
Well, On Me and Everybody are currently number 1 and number 2 on the Apple Music charts. So he's definitely the leader of the new school. Everything that he releases always debuts at the top of the chart.
Hold on. Is it today? If I'm not mistaken, it is December 8th of 2020, right?
Yeah.
And he has 2 songs that are 1 and 2 top of the charts in the year 2020. Why is he not Artist of the Year?
Tell him.
And Meg Thee Stallion just put out an album, and none of her songs in the top 1 or 2.
Ooh.
That's because he just dropped this one. These 2. Body was number 1.
On TikTok.
If you go on Apple Music right now, there's a few of those songs that are on the top 25 Apple Music charts, and it's because originally they were on TikTok first. Or that's where you discovered those songs, was on the app. Anyway, I'm excited for his new project because I hear growth and maturity. I think even the production value of his music is getting better. So it's definitely he's elevating as an artist, and he's a little grown man now. So
Little girl, man.
Told you he's only getting better.
he's only getting better. I agree with y'all. I agree.
Adolescent.
And so yeah, the music, the production is just improving exponentially, and the music videos, they were fire too. Like the Everybody one, that was better than the last 7 Fast and Furious movies.
Bro, the production on point.
I still gotta watch
gotta
the
get into
videos. I haven't seen them.
And on me, I felt like I was a multi-millionaire rapper. Like I was right there along with them, living the luxurious life.
Visuals be great.
Now we go to music. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, especially like nowadays, like no one really cares for music videos.
For real.
True. Nah, I can't tell you the last time I watched a music video.
No, I don't even know the last one.
When you watch these 2 songs.
Back in the day, we used to wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning because your TV was loud because you had on MTV jams,
Yep.
or
106 in Park.
Teen Nick when it was DN, and they used to play music videos in between the episodes.
Mhm.
Or BET when you're watching Nelly and them.
Yep. 106 in Park.
Yep.
After school, 106 in Park. That was it.
That's how I discovered Drake was on DN before they rebranded to Teen Nick. After Degrassi would go off because they would do a whole summer long marathon. Drake, it was Every Girl in the World, the Young Money song. The music video came on, and I remember seeing this artist named Drake on there, and I just got done seeing Wheelchair Jimmy, and I was like, wait a minute. So I googled Drake, and Aubrey Graham came up, and I was like, okay, who's Aubrey Graham? And then I looked at the Degrassi, like
That's crazy.
the actors on there, and I was like, this is the same man? What? That was wild.
What
He
he said?
can walk.
I was a big fan of Degrassi, man. I love that show.
Oh, Degrassi was great.
Yeah, until they rebooted it, that was garbage.
Yeah.
No one care about that that
The
new
next
stuff they
turn.
got.
Whatever.
Next gen stuff, yeah.
Next gen.
What he said
Yeah.
in Ransom? He said, I'm the same yellow boy that used to play up on the grassy.
Yes. And then Lil Wayne came in and did the whole alphabet.
Oh, yeah.
Now to other hip hop rap music that 90s hip hop fans, you may want to mute us for a little while because this isn't your groove right here. Mario Judah, the new rapper that I didn't really know about. He's been on my Twitter trending section of the app. It seems like everything whenever he releases something on Instagram or Twitter, yeah, he usually trends because he's just a marketing genius to me. And he came out with a new single for WRL, which is actually Playboi Carti's is like his highly anticipated album, Whole Lotta Red, and for some reason he's not releasing it yet. So Mario Judah said, "I'm giving you until 6 p.m." I think it was this past weekend. I'm giving you until 6 p.m. to drop Whole Lotta Red, or I'm dropping the first single to my version of Whole Lotta Red at 6:01, and that's exactly what he did. The single and the music video, and the music video was fire, and the man sounded just like Playboi Carti, just like Playboi Carti said on his debut album, "Woke Up to Sounding Like Me," and as Mario Judah did Playboi Carti better than Playboi Carti. So, do y'all agree with that? That he's actually a better Playboi Carti than Playboi Carti himself? Did y'all
I'm
hear?
not gonna give it to him just like that. Just off of one song.
Did you hear? Big yeah.
Yeah, I heard it. I liked it. It sounded like Playboi Carti, but it's just one song. Drop another one, and then I'll get back to you.
Another hot take. Rockstar, his version is better than The Baby featuring Roddy Ricch.
It was, bro. Oh my gosh, bro.
It sounded like
Bro.
Green Day or Fall Out Boys.
All right now.
It
Calm
did.
down.
It did.
Have you heard
I
it?
I like the Rockstar remix version better than I like the original, so I might be biased.
Who's on the remix again? Wasn't it like it was like a star-studded song?
No, he just made the remix. It was like a Black Lives Matter remix. He did the Baby.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
So he just added like a little part before his actual verse.
Gotcha. Yeah. But have you heard Mario Judah's version?
I haven't.
You need to.
Yeah.
You're gonna think you're a rock
Check it
star.
out.
I just know Playboi Carti is trash.
Exactly. Thank you, Kyra. High five.
Yeah, he's been trash since that
It was
that
trash.
album came out with Magnolia on it.
Mm-hmm.
That was like the last solid project, and ever since he like started sounding like Alvin and the Chipmunks, he just hasn't been good since then. But he has a cult following, and the fact that Mario Judah is, saying pressuring him to come out with this album because obviously I guess he's a Playboi Carti fan or he's just trolling him. But the fact that he put out his own version and people were saying this is actually better than Playboi Carti. We don't even want your version of A Whole Lot of Red anymore. This man's just a marketing genius. Like
Believe it.
He's gonna take that fan base.
Yep.
Yep. I just think that it's not about music anymore. Like I wrote this down. It's about marketing yourself and staying relevant during the time of, the age of information and short attention span consumers.
Yeah.
So
They go,
the fact that
they
he
go
can,
call them. Go ahead, my fault.
so the fact that, he can do this and bring attention to himself, and then you actually go check out his project and it actually sounds decent. It's pretty cool. And that music video, like I checked the credits for it for the Big Yeah, and he directed it himself, produced the song, mixed and engineered it, and then he wrote and recorded the song. So he's just like multifaceted. So I have to give it to him.
Playboi Judah.
He probably took that fan base, bro. I don't even remember the last Playboi Carti song I even listened to, dude.
I couldn't tell you either, honestly.
Probably Pain 1993, and it was painful to listen to it.
Yeah, see, I don't even know what it is.
No, it was actually a banger. It was off of Drake's his leaked mixtape, the demo tape.
Let's go.
Well, let's move on to pick 6, week 11. Kyron, you still have a healthy lead.
Yes, sir.
Ain't that healthy? I could catch up this week.
To Jeff, not me.
All you gotta do is lose.
Because I'm going to, but I'm not.
Well, you didn't separate yourself from Jeff more, but it's still healthy. But the fact that Albert is creeping, no TLC. He's creeping is only 5 games behind. This is Albert. Do you know this is your second week in a row that you've gone 5-1?
Yeah, I know. I had to switch something up. I had to go into the vault. Like we went, back in time. I had to switch it up. And I was like, man, I can't keep doing the same thing. So, yeah.
I feel you. This is also, for me, let guys calm down. I don't need you to praise me. Don't want my head to get too big. But this is also my second week in a row that I've gone 4-2. So,
high five, Dylan.
Thank you.
Good job, Dylan.
You actually, your record don't look that bad now.
No, it don't.
It doesn't. I'm in the 30 games win club.
You're in the Western Conference Finals. The Western Conference. You made the playoffs.
You think so? Let's move on to the 90s. Moving away from current events. What a great decade the 90s were.
I didn't know you took those off.
Because all 4 of us were born. But you also had great TV shows, great movies,
facts,
and great sports teams, dynasties.
Mm.
So I'm going to hit you with a series of questions, and I want you to tell me which one is better than the others. Starting off with those sports dynasty teams, some of the best. The Chicago Bulls. They won 6 championships, 2 three-peats, 2 of them, 91 and 93, and they probably would have won 8 championships in a row if NJ hadn't retired for those 2 seasons. And then he came back and they won 96 to 98. You got the Cowboys. They won back-to-back, 92, 93, and then 95. And then the last one, the New York Yankees. They won 3 out of 4 years, 96, 98, and 99, back-to-back as well. Which 90s sports dynasty is better out of those 3?
This is hard.
I'm going to say,
Not for me.
as far as championships, popularity, and longevity, you got to go with the Bulls.
I knew it.
My man, let's go. It ain't hard, man.
It is hard.
It is hard. Because arguably, these are the 3. Well, no, I'm not even say that. Arguably, the Cowboys and the Yankees are 2 of the best franchises ever existed. It doesn't matter what sports you are.
We're talking about the 90s.
No, just period. You go overseas, you got Cowboys, you got Yankees gear everywhere you go. You got Bulls gear, but it's not as popular as the Cowboys and Yankees are. So for me, I'm going to say.
Albert.
But if you go in the 90s, you don't even know what sport. If someone asks you like what sport in the 90s is most popular,
You already answered.
they gonna say basketball, bro. They gonna say because of the Bulls.
I say
No, in the 90s, basketball was not more popular.
it wasn't.
Bro, everybody wanted to be like Mike.
Right.
I say the best sports dynasty in the 1990s was.
Just say the Bulls.
No. Go ahead and say it, man.
No.
Well, while he's torn, I'll let you know. And I'll give
Go ahead.
reasoning behind it. The Dallas Cowboys, baby. Let's go.
Not mad at
Bulls.
that pick.
When you think of the Bulls, who you think of?
MJ.
The other two?
Scottie Pippen and Dennis Rodman.
Who was the face of those championship teams?
Oh, Jimmy Johnson.
Of the Bulls.
Jeffrey.
Oh, I thought you said
Michael
the
Jordan.
Cowboys. We're talking about the Cowboys.
The
Michael
Yankees.
Jeffrey Jordan.
Who was the face of those championship teams? Derek Jeter. I'm gonna help y'all out.
Yeah.
The captain.
The Dallas Cowboys. You can't come up with anybody. It's a long list of people. You had Troy Aikman, Emmitt Smith,
Yeah.
Michael Irvin, the triplets.
Cold.
You had
Offensive
Charles Haley, Deion Sanders on the defensive side. And they weren't even the biggest names, the faces of those championship teams. It was the people that weren't even playing. Jimmy Johnson and Jerry Jones.
Yeah.
This was America's team. They were America's team far before the 90s team. It was because of the 70s team. But this was the golden age of the whole Cowboys franchise. Everyone, when you think about football, you think about that Cowboys team, the triplets, and there's been no team like them since. Jimmy Johnson made one of the best moves in NFL history by trading away Herschel Walker, and then the draft picks that he got in return from the Vikings, Emmitt Smith, Darren Woodson, and so many other just important pieces for that championship. All three of those championship teams was because of that trade. And so I'm going with the Cowboys. The best sports dynasty of the decade of the 90s.
Guess what, Dylan? I'm right there with you, baby.
Let's go.
See, I was going to pick the Bulls because before the Bulls had 6 championships, guess how many championships they had? You don't know. They didn't. 0. It was a great decade for them, but these 3 championships that the Cowboys won propelled them to be America's team. They are still America's team, and they ain't won a championship since we were born.
Because of how much people love the players on those 3 championship rosters.
That's why AT&T Stadium exists. It's from those championships.
Now, if we talk about the most iconic figure of the 90s as far as sports athletes, then yes, it's MJ. Not even close.
Yeah. When you do think of dynasties, it is a team. It is a team effort. I agree.
But the hardest out of those 3 was the Yankees.
And why is that?
I just say because of like the games. They played too many games. I couldn't do that. The amount of games. 165 games a year for 3. No, nope.
Next one. This is not really which is better because this one hasn't come out yet, and it's really not 90s versus 90s, but it is 90s versus 2020s because Space Jam, A New Legacy comes out in 2021, and and it's not really which movie will be better because that's blasphemous. MJ, Looney Tunes, the first one, we know that one. This next one won't top it. Hopefully, it's a good sequel, but we're not going to say that it'll be better. But I do want to know, out of this lineup, who would win? You have Charles Barkley, Sean Bradley, Patrick Ewing, Larry Johnson, and Muggsy Bogues. Now, one of those guys is your 6th man because I'm gonna have MJ in the starting lineup with one of those guys versus the Space Jam, a new legacy lineup: Klay Thompson, Anthony Davis,
Mm.
Damian Lillard,
Mm.
Chris Paul, Kyle
Damn.
Kuzma, and then one of those
Dang.
guys has to be your sixth man because I'm putting
Kuzma.
LeBron James in there. So
Yeah, definitely.
those six guys are going up against each other. Who wins it?
Mm.
Yeah, definitely the 90s.
Yeah.
There ain't no choice because it
Oh,
sounds good.
I know. I don't know.
It sounds good, but we gotta remember. It sounds good, but we gotta remember that lineup is small. The 2020 lineup is small, but
Small how?
I don't
What do you
know.
mean?
Sean Bradley's barbecue chicken. I love him. Mav's great. Met him at Mavs camp when I was like 8 or 9. No, I was 10, I think. But anyway, I'll put him on the I'm putting him on the bench because I have Patrick as my 5. Charles Barkley is an undersized 4. You have Larry Johnson.
but Charles
Maybe
Barkley
he's your 4.
was no joke.
Yeah, I mean he's not,
Yeah.
but Anthony Davis. They're both gonna give each other some work. And then you have Larry Johnson and Muggsy Bogues as your 1, and then MJ as your 2. But on that other side, the 2020 Space Jam, you have LeBron or Chris Paul as your point, or Damian Lillard. I'm sure Lillard will probably play the 2. Then you have LeBron as your 4, probably because Clay is your 3, and then AD as your 4. I don't know.
Oh yeah. 2020 side gonna score more.
LeBron can guard
Yeah.
Charles Barkley.
He can guard him, but they ain't got no. They clutch. That's the clutch factor there.
Klay Thompson.
That's what it's gonna
Damian
come
Lillard.
down to. Klay Thompson
Damian Lillard.
is clutch, but
Nobody can guard MJ.
exactly.
True that.
Yeah, but MJ's gonna be doing all the scoring, so
Charles Barkley. Charles Barkley was a beast, man.
yeah, he
That man,
was. But
before he got
we talking about
overweight,
MJ.
it was crazy.
There's more
MJ,
scores on the other
MJ
side.
not gonna feed Charles Barkley. He gonna take his dinner.
Yeah, he will. They're gonna
Yes,
run
he
the
will.
triangle offense, and he's gonna dump it down to him. I'm going with the 90s one
No, I'm
though.
talking about
I
he's gonna
would.
actually take his lunch, like how he did to old dude in the Last Dance.
Oh my goodness.
you're not gonna eat today.
Him and Charles Barkley were friends. He would do him like that. They're actually best buds. But yeah, I'm probably gonna go with the 90s. At first, I was thinking the 2020 because of recency bias, but MJ's not losing this game. There's no way.
Nah, he's not.
He's not,
Not at all.
he's not gonna get any sleep if he loses this game. Hypothetically,
He's
of
gonna
course.
take it personally.
Yeah.
For real.
We'll love to see that in the movie though. Make that happen with CGI. All
I
right.
wouldn't be surprised if MJ showed up in the movie.
Ooh, you think so?
Gonna give him
Yeah,
a secret
I
sauce.
think it'll be a little cameo in there.
Hmm.
Probably
At
gonna have
least,
this like a painting of him or something.
yeah, at least an
Probably.
ode to him, like his jersey.
Oh
or
yeah,
something.
LeBron would definitely do that. Yeah, but I'm saying like MJ
I think
actually
he'll
making
show up. I think he'll show up. They'll be the surprise.
MJ actually making a cameo. That would be hard for me to see, but I hope it happens. Now this one is tough. So Albert, I'm not going to you first because I'm gonna need you to let you get your thoughts together.
Yep, I'm already
Nah.
thinking now.
I'm also over here sweating and stressing out because this is my
Crazy, man.
childhood. Cartoon Network versus Nickelodeon.
Gee, Willikers.
I'm giving it to Cartoon Network.
Same.
One of my first memories is watching Ed, Ed, and Eddie. Just like Jeff, you said that that's one of your favorite cartoons of all time. Mine too. I wanted to, what'd you say? All the things from the cartoon?
I wanted to live in a cul-de-sac.
Yep.
I wanted me a big old jawbreaker.
Yep.
Them boys started the hustle.
Yeah.
For real.
Oh yeah.
I always wanted to see what was under Double D's hat.
Oh, for real.
Facts.
Ed was
Still don't
hilarious. He had Dexter's Laboratory.
Yep.
Kids Next Door was lit, man.
Yeah.
Kid Next Door was
Bro,
lit.
that was my
Yeah.
show, man.
Well,
Cal-
actually, King Next Door didn't come out to the 2000s.
Yeah, it
Really?
didn't.
Yeah, I was looking it up.
Ooh,
Mhm.
okay.
You ain't have to mention that, Albert.
Okay,
You
that
think-
Well, I
gave
had
y'all
to because I'm picking Nickelodeon. Let's go.
Yes,
Oh,
sir.
God.
I'm with you. Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's
I
name
like
them.
cartoons, but like I started to transition to like more like live action or whatever they call it, like
Mhm.
scripted TV shows. You know, the man. You had all that.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
Kenan and Kel. Who
Kenny
loves
Kell,
orange
hands
soda?
down, is my favorite.
I
Who
do
loves
like
orange soda? Yeah.
or they have some straight bombs over there, bro.
Oh,
Got Rugrats.
Albert.
Hey Arnold.
Yeah.
Y'all ain't even say Rocket Power.
Oh, Rocket Power! I forgot about
Power.
Rocket Power. No, bro, that
I
was
think
my.
Rocket Power came out in 2002.
Y'all sleep.
It don't
Came out
matter. We got to talk
But
about
Rocket
it, though.
Power was cold. Rocket Power was cold.
Bro.
Rocket
SpongeBob
Power.
started in the 90s.
SpongeBob, Wild
Yo,
Thornberry.
let me tell y'all a story.
Fairly Odd Parents started in the 90s.
Yep.
Oh yeah, that was my show too. But let me tell y'all a story about Rocket Power, man. That was my show. Check this out. Check this out. So at one point, McDonald's had Rocket Power action figures. Well, not action figures, but it was in the kids' meal. So I had this cool one. It was like the main dude. What's his name? Ozzy
or something like that.
Yeah, it was something like
whatever. So I had like a toy of him, right? I took that thing everywhere with me. One time, I forgot what happened, but one time it ended up like getting lost on the other side of the fence because I was like hopping the fence and then like I dropped it. Man, I never saw that thing again. I was so heartbroken, man.
Legend has it that it's still there to this day.
For real. You just contributed to climate change. Lock you up.
Heck yeah, he polluted the soil because it's definitely in the dirt.
Bro, I looked everywhere for that thing, man. I couldn't.
You say you got it from McDonald's, right?
Yeah.
We got to talk about that. The best Happy Meal toys were from our era, our childhood.
Yeah.
You know that
Even
Inspector.
Burger King came out with the watches and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Y'all remember that Inspector Gadget live action movie?
Oh, yeah.
Mhm.
They sold, well, they didn't sell, but they had all the pieces. They came with the Happy Meal, but you only got one for each transaction.
Yeah.
After a while, my nearest McDonald's kept giving me the same piece when I needed like two more to complete the Inspector Gadget.
Bro, they always do that, man.
Yep.
So I needed like a leg and an arm. So my mom took me around the whole Metroplex finding those two pieces, and it took like 3 months, but we finally got it. And he stood tall on my nightstand for years.
That's
Greatest Happy Meal toy ever.
There's something else.
100 pounds.
Guess what else came out on Nickelodeon?
What?
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Oh!
Yes, sir.
That was
I
on
never-
Cartoon Network?
I never really
It was-
cared for it though.
What?
I never did.
They even had a remake, was pretty dope too. But yeah.
You tripping, man. Teenage
Nick.
Mutant Ninja Turtles was awesome, man. Their action figures suck.
Nick got
They're
this
awesome.
in the bag.
Yeah.
Batman the
Yeah.
animated series was on Cartoon
Which
Network.
one?
The
Yeah,
the one from the 90s, the old one, the classic one.
Nobody watched this.
Not the oh, you sleep.
Come on,
Y'all
Batman Beyond.
What about-
You wearing all black?
Hoo ha! Johnny Bravo.
Yeah, that show was lit.
It was.
later.
Man, let's
Who the fuck you with,
man?
man? Man, you got me though. If we're talking about cartoons, Cartoon Network wins. But when you talk about the skits and the live action shows, Nickelodeon.
Hold on.
That's where I was at too.
Hold on. What
Cartoons.
show did this come out on? What network did this come out on?
Cow and Chicken, no.
Mm-hmm.
That was a great show. Underrated.
See,
Yeah.
intern.
Yeah, Tom and Jerry over there on that side.
Oh,
Yep.
never mind.
Not just Looney Tunes, but baby Looney Tunes. You ever watched
I
that?
like that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I watched that
watched it.
faithfully.
I'm about to say something, but it's not even. It's the wrong one.
What is it?
Recess.
Oh, that's
That was
Disney.
with Disney.
Oh, it is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was dope.
I didn't even know.
Recess
y'all-
is dope.
Can y'all put Disney in this conversation when it comes to 90 shows?
Nah,
No, they can't keep up. They got a
They
few
can't.
things, but they can't keep up.
nah.
When
They
did
had
Even
more
Stevens
live.
come out? Was that 2000s?
Yeah, it was the 2000s.
2000s
Now the
were dope.
2000s, they took it over.
Yeah, they
They
did.
came out with High School Musical. They came out with
Hold
Cheetah
on
Girls. They came out with
No.
everything.
He said no.
Even Stevens,
Cheetah Girls was a good. The
Still
first
love
one
the
was.
Lizzie
Future.
McGuire.
Living life with Derek.
Oh
Bro,
my!
did y'all
I
watch-
hated that show.
I did too. Did y'all watch Powerpuff Girls, bro?
Heck yeah.
That show was dope.
They used to be some bullies. feel the future.
I didn't like that show.
I didn't either.
What? That show was hard,
That
bro.
show
Bro,
was
nope.
hard.
Just give me Proud Family and
Let's go.
I watched Dave the Barbarian too.
Oh yeah, they.
Yeah,
that was
that
good
was cool. Yeah.
And Emperor's New Groove.
Yeah, I didn't really care. I didn't really care for the
Wait.
cartoon series.
What's that one show?
The only
With the
one that I
dragon.
liked, with
American
Jackie Chan.
What's
I
it?
like
Oh,
that
with
No,
the
no, no.
dragon.
It was American Dragon.
Yeah, American Dragon, Jake Long.
Yo,
Yeah, I
that
didn't
show
care for
went
that.
hard.
You
What?
didn't care for it.
No.
That show
Cancel,
went
Dylan. You
hard.
are
Probably-
canceled.
He probably talking about when they like went over, like they tried to like cartoonize everything, like how they did Teen Titans.
Yeah, when they redid it, it was bad. But when it first came out, it was good.
Yeah, that Jackie Chan show was good too. I like that one.
Oh, Jackie Chan Adventures or whatever.
The only
Yeah,
cartoon
that's
that I
fire.
liked that started off as a movie and then became a series was Jimmy Neutron.
I watched that
Oh,
movie today. Nickelodeon came on.
Really?
Yep.
He did. He had to do his homework. He actually watched Nickelodeon and Cartoon Network.
Jimmy Neutron was hard.
I was surprised it was on at the Click It, man.
I didn't like
that
Jimmy
was
Neutron at
crazy.
first.
Yeah, it wasn't. The movie was great because all the parents disappeared, and I was like, yes, as a kid.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's the one. Then they had those crossover episodes.
Oh, with
yeah.
Fairly Odd Parents. Yeah, when Timmy
That
Turner
was-
was three-dimensional, I was
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
oh.
Fairly Odd Parents.
Man, those shows were so good. Like I'll even watch those till this day. Like,
For real, bro. It's a
These
crossover
kids have been deprived because these shows are
oh yeah,
just they're not good anymore.
episode.
For real.
Not even close, bro.
Gosh, man.
Last one. If you were torn by which team was the best 90s sports dynasty, if you were torn by which Monstars team is better, if you were torn by what was better, Cartoon Network or Nickelodeon, then you're definitely going to be torn by this next one.
Oh man.
Which TV series was better? Fresh Prince
Oh.
or Martin?
Oh.
Hey, bro.
Dun dun dun.
This is
What's up? What's up? What's up?
Martin.
I'm the man.
Oh man.
We talked about this in our other group chat, but I'm going with Martin, even though I'm wearing the Bel-Air Academy jersey.
It's tough, bro.
My Jeffrey logic.
It's hard, man.
Bro, I'm stressed now.
You go with one, like on the other side, Martin is more funny. Fresh Prince, they went
Funny.
more into like, well, yeah, funnier. Same difference. Other side, Fresh Prince went into kind of like life, like, you know, dealing with life day to day basis and stuff like that. They taught you some
Changed the
lessons.
game.
Yeah, but while
Martin
being
did
funny
too.
at the same time. Yeah,
Like
but not to the extent.
the fact that you had to learn about what it's like to have your girlfriend move into your apartment and have to merge your possessions with hers, and then she wants to get engaged and you don't want to. You know, there's some life lessons in there too.
Yeah, it was
Or
more
that
for like the
your-
adults.
Your teacher wants to come back and sleep with you. Like,
This man. Martin's characters was funny, man.
Yeah, the
Oh, yeah.
characters. Which one is your favorite?
Tommy ain't got no job. I like when he get clowned.
Oh yeah, but out of Martin's characters, is
Dang.
like Shanae, Mama,
Oh,
I like
Dragonfly Jones.
no, I like Jerome.
Jerome. I say Jerome.
Jerome.
I like the
I forgot about him.
I like the mechanic too.
Oh yeah.
Don't you know?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go with Martin, man.
That's funny. He would not fix their car unless he could continue to perform the same song. Shanae's up there too, but yeah, I'm going with Jerome. I don't know, Shanae, she's probably Mama too. Mama will come in there. Applehead. when Martin thought Gina was trying to kill him, and Mama left that note. Turn over the note. I said, turn over the note, because she had a note in her biscuits that she always made. Are those Mama's biscuits? So yeah, Martin's a classic.
I gotta go with Martin too. Martin was cold. That was always consistently funny. Fresh Prince, I love Will Smith, but Martin was cold.
Yeah, Fresh Prince is up there.
Yeah,
I'm rewatching Fresh Prince as we speak.
Yeah, I am too.
Fresh Prince had the best theme song.
It did.
Yeah.
West Philadelphia, born and raised.
They both had great cameos. Notorious B.I.G. was on Martin, and you had, you know, I can't even name all the cameos and
So many
that Fresh Prince had.
The Alarm, Tyra Banks.
Tyra Banks, and those are people that were like actual characters on the show, and so they had a star-studded cast. Yeah, that Christmas episode. Donald Trump was on there.
Yeah, I was just about to say Donald Trump was on there.
Yeah, but Martin wins for me. And this goes to our conversation that we had about, you know, the MJ versus Prince. It's, what do you like more? Do you like, they're both great artists. These TV series are both great. They're both funny, classics. But is your sense of humor more grown up, mature?
That's true.
And with Fresh Prince, do you just like family fun type of comedy? So you can't go wrong with either, but Martin wins, in my opinion.
Facts. I watch Wayne Bros heavily too.
Oh yeah.
Wayne's Bros good. Every day after school.
What was your pick, Jeff?
I picked Martin. I picked right after Dylan.
Oh. I didn't hear you.
Whoa, what is that?
No!
Rippy.
That's us dressed up. If you can't see a full body shot of us because we're sitting down, here you can see us on this photo. We're all dressed in our 90s attire. So with it being the 90s, and with us being born in the 90s, I have a trivia game for you. It's 90s trivia night. How much do you know the 90s? Because we were babies during this time, so I really don't have any memories of the 20th century. So
Yeah.
I want to have a quiz and quiz you all on your 90s knowledge. So I created this trivia on Kahoot. Kyron, you're familiar with this?
Yes, sir.
What?
What are you doing?
Me?
Oh, Jeff.
No.
He was like,
He already don't know anything about the 90s.
Get my Ray Charles on.
Yeah, Ray Charles definitely not the 90s.
it's like 40 years before.
Hit the road, Jack. He thought that song was a smash in the 90s.
Stop it.
So I'm going to share this with you via email so you can join.
Yes, sir.
So
I
give me a little.
thought we were just going to ask some questions.
No.
Nope.
That's
You
gonna be
actually-
trivia.
You're actually going to play on your phone.
Oh.
I create a name and all that.
Oh.
Oh, I already answered it. Man, y'all lost.
I'm about to say what?
Come on now. What? Oh, I ain't got no answer. Oh, there it goes. Bam. Too easy. What?
Okay, y'all got that one right. Who was that R&B artist? It was I'll Be Sure. Jeff, did you
Yeah.
think it was Anthony Davis for a second?
Of course not.
All right, moving
Quincy
on.
Brown. Who the heck is Quincy Brown?
That's I'll Be Sure's son.
Oh, his last name Brown?
Yeah.
I didn't know Quincy. I ain't never my last name, bro. That's crazy.
Next one. Oh, Drip Jeff.
Oh no!
You're number one in the leaderboard. For a guy that
He
didn't
didn't
know
know
who
who
Al
Al
B.
B.
Sure
Sure
was.
Drip Jeff is in the building. Let's go.
I answered that real slow.
Which team selected Dirk in the 1998 draft? You have 20 seconds to answer the question as well. That's your time limit. So no rush.
Too easy, baby. Let's
Oh,
go.
Kyle, you picked the Dallas Mavs? Did the picture fool you?
No, my finger slipped on the wrong button.
Nah.
Boy got crimson thumb.
Drip who?
Uh-oh. Shanae's in the lead. Albert's winning. Throwback Al. I guess you answered it quicker. All right, next one. Kid and Play worked at the same Sears with which other celebrities?
Oh.
Ooh. Thor.
Dang, I don't know.
Damn.
No. I picked the wrong answer. Dang it.
Sorry, can't go back.
I don't know.
Oh, no,
For
no.
seconds.
No, I was gonna pick it.
Damn.
Let's go.
I suck.
Who picked Salt and Pepper?
I did.
You picked Salt and Pepper and Martin Lawrence, so you thought you got it wrong?
Yeah, I thought it was Salt and Pepper and Tashina Arnold and Tisha Campbell. I knew it was Salt and Pepper. But
I was
didn't know it
torn
Martin
between
Lawrence.
those two. I did not know who to choose.
I didn't know at all.
Let's go.
All right.
Oh boy, I'm getting toasted.
Albert's on fire.
God damn.
Number 4. What was the highest grossing
That's too
film
easy.
of the 1990s?
I don't know, bro.
Man,
Let's go.
were you born in the 90s?
Let's go.
You were born in the 2000s. Oh, you got it right.
Oh my gosh.
Albert's still winning by a healthy margin.
Bro, I'm trying to answer these fast, but I gotta
It's hard,
think.
bro.
Kobe made an
that's too
appearance
easy.
on what TV show in
Oh, that's
1996?
And TV Cribs, baby.
This man said this is easy. I got it right.
Oh, what? He was on Sister
He
Sister.
was no, he said 1996.
I don't know, man.
Wait, Kobe Bryant was on Sister Sister?
Yeah, he was on
I
Sister
didn't
Sister,
even know.
but not 1996.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. This
He was on there.
I have to go back and see that one. Well, yeah, Moesha, 1996, the same year he got drafted, he was on there.
Because he took her to prom that year, right?
Oh.
Yeah, in real life.
Yeah, that's why. That's how I figured. Yeah.
It's crazy, man.
Oh,
It's crazy.
this man said that's easy. Wrong.
Boy, dripping to the bottom.
Oh my goodness.
How far did Michael Jordan make it in baseball during his first retirement from the NBA?
No, I picked the wrong answer.
He played 13 months.
I definitely knew I picked the wrong answer.
Oh, let's go.
Oh, no, I did.
Oh, wow. Yeah, he played 13 months, and most of it was for the Chicago White Sox affiliate team, the Chicago Barons, and it was the Double-A affiliate team.
I don't know why I thought it was Triple-A for a second.
So y'all did pay attention to The Last Dance.
Mm-hmm.
Next one, question number 7. Where was Tupac Shakur? Shakur. Where was Tupac born?
Oh, what?
Oh,
He was born in New York.
Yep.
I had no clue.
He was born in New York?
Yeah, he was born in New York City.
Houseway.
Born in Manhattan. That kind of like makes you
And they
think
had
about
beef
that
with
whole
Biggie? What?
yeah, whole West Coast East Coast beef, right?
I thought he was born in Baltimore.
He lived in Baltimore for
Okay,
most of his childhood.
Yeah, that's what confused me. I didn't know he was born in New York City. That's crazy.
I had no idea.
Yep.
I knew he's from. He's like grew up in Oaktown.
Before he was Puffy, Sean Combs had to retrieve Who's Dry Cleaning.
Oh, that's too easy. Heavy D.
Shit, I don't know, bro. Oh, I think I got it right.
Jay Harrell. He worked for Uptown
This man
Records.
said Jodeci.
That's a lot of dry cleaning.
Oh, your head, man.
That's a lot of dry cleaning. Andre Harrell, yeah, he was Andre Harrell's assistant when he was working at Uptown Records before he started his own record label, Bad Boys, which we all know that.
Rest in peace, Andre Harrell.
Yeah, rest in peace to a legend. All right. You're all still in this one. Which Wayans brothers started the popular skit TV show In Living Color?
You can do what you want to do in living color.
I got this wrong. I have to click too fast.
Oh, Jeff.
I still don't know.
Good answer. Oh, man.
I got it. I went too fast.
I'm too cold.
I don't know who made Living Single, man. I just watched it.
It's not Living Single.
Living color.
Oh, Living Color, whatever.
Queen Latifah's not on here.
It's Keaton Ari Wayans, the oldest brother.
Right. I clicked way too fast.
I don't even think y'all can win now.
We
This
can't.
last one, this last one's 2,000 points.
Just don't answer.
Throwback, Al, you won. But let's see if y'all can get this one.
I'm so old.
Double points. What major corporation was not founded in the 90s?
Oh my gosh. Oh man.
Oh, y'all all pick something different.
Mhm.
I definitely don't. I should have picked Starbucks.
Starbucks was supposedly founded in 1971. So way before 1990 or the decade of the 90s. But the other three, they were founded. Who picked Netflix? Because I was shocked that Netflix was founded in the 90s.
Me.
Netflix
I had no clue. Like
Netflix has been a thing for a while. It just ain't been like
to the forefront.
Yeah.
What it is now.
That's crazy.
Yeah. I was reading something about it a long time ago.
What were they doing back then?
Second place.
You know,
Yeah,
they were like Redbox type things.
Mhm.
That type of stuff.
They were second place to Blockbuster. Blockbuster was so dominant at the time
Mhm.
when it comes to renting movies, that whole market. Congratulations, Albert. You only got 2 wrong.
This man's
Other
so old.
guys, you need to go and do your research about the 90s.
Look like Jeff was born in 2000s, not me.
Right? Womp, womp, womp.
Hey man, I was a kid. I ain't do all that research, man. I was just
You're
watch
uncultured.
What were we?
Yeah.
Well, I was like 15 at the time.
Boy, heck no. You the only one. You were dealing with the oldest ones.
Oh man.
Hey man, you gotta be revealing my age on here. That's a wrap for episode 25, 90s edition. Before me and my brothers let you go, we need you to do 3 things.
Only 3.
For shizzle. 1, subscribe to our YouTube channel, Pod Ties. Number 2, Smash, smash, smash the like button. Give us a thumbs up. And number 3, that notification bell. We need you to destroy it.
Rock bottom.
Yeah, but you should have rock bottom it.
You can. Would you knock over?
Knocked over my water.
Oh.
He knocked it to rock bottom. You can listen to Pod Ties on Amazon Music, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, TuneIn, iHeartRadio, and much more. So go check it out. Stream our episodes. We're global. Go ahead and download it right now as we speak after you watch this.
Let's go.
This was fun to go back in time, but now, sadly, we have to go back to 2020. Episode 26 will be back in the year 2020. But until then, be safe. And as always, peace, posters.
Keep them ties strong.
David Copperfield.